Well, grand opening to me represents us.
Yeah. Siku hiyo. Tunawaduza wanawasalia taarifa Wabagari radio station 91.7 FM na wewe Lusubo Ladies and gentlemen, say good night. Mabiga, 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 also here. Between your Penny Barango, same baby Judge John Hopkins, you got a Dambiga, yeah. But also Loba Balisi, one we here America, so we say the name will quick your home, so be here. Um, well, good year one gila diga nige, I think the one year, Wagera, San Juan, San Juan, so I was in the middle of the home, Villa Garifuna, pero hey, Magama did again, so I was saying I want to do the show, this entire show in Garifuna, but most of our audience doesn't speak Garifuna, but we'll do it sometime soon with a translator, right? But um, yeah, we want to tonight we want to talk about um San Juan, National Garifuna Council peaceful protest in Belize City today, and the purpose for those who doesn't understand the magnitude of what happened today and why we did that, and why we have a demonstration today and the importance of it, and give the backtrack, give us a history behind it of what transpired. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll go straight into it about San Juan. Um, from the onset of this thing, this movement, we have to understand that Garinagu people are across borders. Garinagu people, we live, we occupy many, many territories in this region in Central America and the Caribbean. In particularly, we occupy St. Vincent, Honduras, Nicaragua, Guatemala, Belize, and we were displaced everywhere we go. We're not welcome, right? From when they drive us out of St. Vincent, we're not welcome. But we have this connection, this spiritual connection with our people across these borders. And when it affects them, you know, why hence the reason why we do things a certain kind of way. All right. I'm getting a car right here kind of throw me off a little bit, but we'll get to that momentarily. All right. So, like what I was saying earlier, if we look at the history of the people of Hopkins Village, we will know. If you don't know, I'll let you know that San Juan was one of the reasons why Hopkins Village in our beautiful country of Belize, San Juan is the reason why Hopkins is there today. All right, San Juan is the reason why that is there today. So when we look at the names like Castillo, Flores, Arzu, Zuniga, Guzman, these names come from there. And what we fail to realize is that we are the same people. We are the same people. So we have a lot of work to do so people could understand where this connection come from and why we responded in this way today. The atrocities, some of the atrocities will happen at San Juan right now, right? And I feel so bad because a lot of people don't know. And when you don't know, you don't have no feeling towards it. Like you have a cousin or a distant cousin who is your blood cousin, but you don't know the person. They're like that in San Juan. You have no connection with that person. So when things happen across the San Juan, Honduras, a lot of our people don't care. Well, tonight I want to highlight facts. Facts because it happens in San Juan and it could happen here in Belize. And some of the common denominators why it's happening is because the people, the Honduras government want to displace, they want to move we out of the land. Now, one of the biggest reasons they want to move we out of the land, majority of Garinagu people live in front of the sea. We are beach boys and beach girls, and in this day and age, the beach is prime property. This is where tourists come and enjoy, and people, the government and investors develop our beaches in our way to accommodate these tourists. And that is what's happening. And it's an outcast. They go in and burn down the crops off the land, kill the animals then. And when the people come in at the government way in Honduras, they get killed also. This is why the National Garifuna Council went in this morning to Belize City and protest and demand that the government of Honduras do something about this human rights violation. My people, it could happen to us here in Belize. Nothing safe. This kind of place not safe already. We try bring it down to a level where everybody understand. So we cannot say we never know. Because if we go live right now, right? If we go on a huge live right now about some kind of party, which we do often, which I don't have any problem with that. We will see the numbers of people that are paying attention. We want half of that support to start off with to support our people in San Juan. We need that support. We have lost so much, but we're conscious enough that we could gain it back. The protest today signifies a whole lot. It shows too that we're still connected. The people that were out there that showed up and show up. I commend every single one of you. We might have our differences amongst ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, but this is a life and death situation for people in San Juan. Because where are these people going if they get displaced like what happened in 1937? When you hear somebody like Castillo, when you hear somebody over Lambe, Lopez, Martinez, those are our people. So we cannot stand by and do nothing in Belize and see the suffering that is happening to our people in San Juan. You ask the question, and we are here to answer the question, why NGC protest in Belize City today? It's not about, it's not a racial thing for us. When we stand up for our rights, we mean business, and then I will say, please, you touch one, you touch. These atrocities now stop if we don't say or do something about it. Please don't think for a moment that this can happen to you. This certainly could happen to any beach boys or beach girls, how I call it. Because if you look right now in Nigeria, for instance, how many Garinago people own land on the beach right now? Only a handful. And we're happy that way. These big mega resorts, we could find space for them. Let us dictate the pace. Don't let them come in and dictate the pace. No, the government, they don't get pay after Honduras. No, they like money. The government of Honduras need to tighten up. That's why we fight for indigenous rights, my people, for these type of protection that we need for our land. Because we take care of our land very, very good, because that's why we survived so long, because we knew how to take. We know we have a connection with our land, and this is what they want to take away from us. Let me go to the viewers very quick, and we come right back and let people, we want to acknowledge Mary Maynard, we want to acknowledge Sharon Nicasso, Yvonne Diego, Rashida Arzu, Francis Palacio, Kenna Castillo, Zoe Castillo, Hans Flores, Gilden Trelli, all right, and Erica Lopez, Francis Palacio again. All the people, Cecilia Ramos, Trisa Garcia, Vincent Garvey, Barbie Ramirez, right? All the people in the live right now. And if you have anything of any support that you want to give to our Eric Castillo, big up yourself. Florence Lambert, one of our avid listener and viewer on DYFA 91.7 FM. I want to say good night to you, Miss Florence Lambert. Good night. And we're watching with you. And if you have anything to say about this protest, any support you want to say, just type it in the live. This really go a long way. We have our tentacles out there. When we gather in a protest, right? That alone signifies unity. That alone, now, and thank God to these smartphones out there, these cell phones out there. Thank God to them that we could be able to be streaming the actual live events that is happening in San Juan. San Juan to us is one of our homeland. San Juan to Garinagu is one of our Wagera San Juan. No make no boast for you. Garinagu people, for those who couldn't make it today, hopefully there won't be another day like this. But we got to keep the pressure. Change your profile to peaceful protest. Change your profile to Garifuna Live Matters. It's a very, very significant time. Remember 1937. And we are not fighting for land. The land is already ours, right? We are protecting our land. That's what we're doing. Because we depend on the land for so many things. To give us that life, to keep us going, to plant our food, right? We use the river and the stream for water, to drink, to nourish our bodies, to wash our clothes, to bathe, to keep us fresh and so clean. We depend on the land to get medicine, the trees, the forests, the animals that we protect. So it not just go like that. So when our people are, and for we land, they're not like we provide jobs for people in Honduras, government. And then when I smile and think it's okay. And the ambassador to you in Belize, you just come sit down and dance with music. And I'm happy with you. I'm happy with you. One time. Good night, Glenn Manning. Good night, Yvonne Diego. Good night, Shelley Mariano. Tonight is a night of reflection where we talk about San Juan. So a lot of people don't know San Juan, and I mean, unfortunately, in a situation like this, we shouldn't wait for a situation like this to remember the atrocities that happened in San Juan in 1937. Again, what they did, they Yahweh Ghana San Juan then. Please, and share the live now. Because we don't go back to these things. We don't even comment on these things. Share it for those are sitting in front and just, and it's on YouTube as well. Families in San Juan were made to dig their own graves. And the same army in Honduras came and shoot them down dead not too long ago. This is not the 1800s and the 17 and 1600s. This is the other day. My granny was done bad when this happened. So you could know how recent that is. San Juan has, in their eyes, prime property, seafront property that they want to sell to investors, and the government and the cronies in Honduras want to kill and destroy our crops. Kill and destroy our crops in San Juan, Honduras. This is nothing to play with. The night it happened, we got word that what happened, right? We have word, we people said they're coming tomorrow morning, but before they kill out the people, that's San Juan. It's right there, ladies and gentlemen. There is the monument that is recently refurbished by our good friends in Paine, Punta Gorda. There is a monument there when you go to San Juan. I went there last year, where there's a list of people, and all these people are our people that were massacred because they want their land. This is not true. This is the real deal. Yeah, we laugh and talk, we have fun, we're free, but our people in San Juan are not free like how we are, how we experience it. We came from there looking for peace and tranquil here in Belize. Those are left behind, they're punished right now. They have certain things we have to stand up for. These are our people that they punish. We as Belizean people, Garifuna. That's why when it comes to politics now, tell right now where I stand, where we stand here at DYFA Garifuna, and we hope that this message go far. You said today, I'll be real. Today, for those that needs to wake up, I'm not born power. No, I'm not born power people. But realize, right? There was a UDP convention. There was a UDP convention sometime last week in Belize City. People have broke their neck for it. Here, our people in San Juan, even here in Belize, are not enjoying their land. They're not free to roam around. They're constantly under threat. People, let's work together so we could change and uplift our people. Let's work together and put our priorities together, especially politically. That's why I don't vote for nobody because I'm just a Garifuna person. I don't do that. I won't even encourage anybody to vote because it's a Garifuna. You vote for people who is capable, who is knowledgeable, people who have a vision for our town and for our municipality. It's a shame, but that's the reality too. That our politicians, our Garifuna politicians, don't come and ask me for your vote now. Don't come and ask me for your vote. Especially you believe that you will get our vote or my vote because you're a Garifuna person who went today, you find it. You find it to get down to the UDP convention. But you couldn't find it to go down to a protest with us today. Tighten up. Tighten up. When our voices needs to be heard, there's nowhere to be found. I'm encouraging our people to pay attention. I'm encouraging our people to get our priorities together. I understand why we think this way, why we believe this way. I don't agree with it, but I do understand, and hopefully we see eye to eye when it comes to Garifuna work. Hopefully our priorities are together, are in the right place. Because this UDP PUP doesn't work for us as a people. We have a lot of issues that we have to fix first in order, I believe that in order for us to get involved in these political parties. We have a lot of issues, my people, that we need to get our priorities together and put them in the right place. Also, what is happening in San Juan is nothing strange. And don't think for one reason it can happen here. It's already happening in Hopkins. It's already happening in CMI. And it's slowly trickling in Barranco Village. The Mennonites are in Barranco Village. And they work together. Now wait for 1 minute that this protest today wasn't going to send a message. Sometimes it's difficult, right? Sometimes it's difficult for me to come across and explain and find reasons for why these things occur. Find reasons for why we didn't attend. But for those who are marching today, I commend you. It's a very good start. Very, very good start. Now, for some of our other issues that we have, we will have to deal with that. But this was a very good start today. I have to commend Jamal Swazo. I saw him out there today, strong and proud with his flag. I have to commend him. I have to commend Mr. Eric Castillo and his family, Miss Erica and Mrs. Castillo. I have to commend Mr. Denzel, right? I forget Denzel last name. Denzelino. He was out there. I have to commend Marley Chatoué that was out there today. Very powerful voices, lending a hand to our people in need. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the reason why the protest was held today. If you have any comment on what you think, or what you feel, or what you know, and if you're Honduran like myself, just give yourself a thumbs up. Again, we see what happened on a broader scale in the United States, where Trump is up. Right? We see what is happening. And he has been, I would say, empowered to do whatever he wants to do. This is a small country. We have access to our people, to the government of Belize, to send a strong message as well that this is not going to be tolerated. Indigenous people, we have indigenous people in all of Central America. We have to stay connected. That's the only way we are survive. No belief on once that if you're not connected or stay connected to your people that you will survive this. Because here I want to go a little further than this, right? Yes, Mr. Mara was there too. Marin Fern. Yes, Mr. Mara was there. Yeah, Mr. Mariano was there. He was there. Thank you, Fern, for reminding me. But I already say everybody, right? But these people stand out and stood out and played a role in the protest today. Marin Fern, Mr. Mar, you could call on him. Mr. Robert Mariano, his lordship, Mia Mariano Dangriga, you could call on him and he will show. No matter what time you call a man, especially when you talk about Garifuna, don't get show. That's no question. Even if he show up by himself, he will show up. And that's the type of leadership when it comes to political leadership. No, that's what we need. We don't want people that will just talk and don't show up. And the first thing they will do, they will find fault and dissect the whole. But those will not work about those. All I'm saying is that Mr. Mariano will be there. He's always there for his people, and it shows. Now, where was the opposition? Where was the opposition? That's the next question. If we go in that direction, I'm just saying. But people don't really care at the end of the day because they want to worry about his color. The yellow was out there today by force, in full force. It was out there today. Look good, so good, and that's how we want to keep it. Let's go to our viewers once again. I want to go to Francis Palacio. Good night. ISI Reyes. Good night. Marin Fern. Good night. Pick up yourself, right? And I also want to say good night to Nelson Laurie, Judith Kudikor. Pick up yourself, all right? Yeah, I want us to pick up NGC, National Garifuna Council, for showing up as well, right? For one to lead in charge of this demonstration today. It signifies a whole lot. Make you feel like you accomplished something, right? I also want to thank the ABO, Miss Martha, right, for allowing us to, yeah. Hey, good night, Darwin. Good night, Perry. Good night, Piranha. Thanks for tuning in, bro. And another one, Perry, you always show up, man. Perry, anytime we call on Perry to show up to any event, he always show up. The man that Garifuna go from the heart. And he be real. He'll tell you what's up here, make we know why. You can't make it. So not depend on me today. And that when the man not tell we why let's go. I want to go pick up the man not there. Be real. Kim, good night. All right, good night. This is how we talk about Baker. Every time they have an atrocity against Garifuna people, they plan it long time. They plan it long time. So we need to respond. So now what we need to do, we need to pay more attention. So we learn from this every time. We need to pay more attention to what happened against our people. They're not nothing nice. I wouldn't want to be there. Imagine right now. Just take a lead breath. Take a lead deep breath. Everybody on the line right now. Everybody on the line. I say something. I want to break down something for our people to understand what we talk about. Just take a deep breath. You ready? Let's give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Now, imagine you come home, you don't find your house, you don't find your boat will park at the beach, right? You don't find your neighbor. Imagine that, right? And it about all your neighbor and everything they park fire. Everything what you ever own in your life, they park fire. They really touched me real close today. I was thinking hard about doing show because the show tonight because it really touched me to imagine to put myself in the shoes of our people in San Juan, where they come home, everything just tear up and burn up. Where are people going? What they are doing for so what the government they do this, they intentionally hurting our people. This is well planned, well orchestrated. What you are doing, how you are feel, you will rebel, especially if you know who burned down your house and the government of Honduras to do this to our people in San Juan. This are nothing to play with, my people. This real. I don't want to imagine it, but I make like I try to paint a picture, make people understand that you are a Garifuna person, and that Garifuna that the target in Honduras right now as we speak. We are their target. Whether I like it or not, that's what happened. How we defend ourselves now. The only way we could defend ourselves, my people, is to make we stop bash each other and we come together and defend ourselves in this great chain. We can't fight this battle like single quash. We can't fight this battle as someone with just the people there. We need to let the world know what the government of Honduras, this plan by the government, executed by the government of Honduras. Because right now, the prime minister, the president, or whoever lead this country, that lead that country in Honduras, to call the police, the military police, and get them off the streets of San Juan. These are human rights violations. The same thing would have to happen in Gaza, Palestine. These are human rights violations. They take away all the rights of the people who are supposed to serve and protect. They're the same people you kill. A stronger message needs to go to the president of Honduras right now. I call for our president, the National Garifuna Council. We can't follow for them protocol. Not time for me to follow for them. You do a good job. First good step. You do something. Appreciate that. But let's now send that straight to the UN. This is a human rights violation. How their people will sustain themselves, how their people are feed their family. If you burn down their crops, you take away the net, the fishing line, you take away their boats, burn down their boats that they use for their livelihood in San Juan. How that? I don't want to call Charlie Mark tonight. I'll run this tonight. I'm almost done anyway. As I know how he feels about this situation right now. He's a Martinez. And his ancestry is directly from someone. Also, we can't forget to pray this up. We gotta be pray for people. So we don't do nothing stupid. Because anytime we defend ourselves, they say we created, we stupid, we this, we that. No. Because we defend. So they're supposed to do anything and think like we just turn the other side and then we see our people getting killed. We can't allow it to happen. We must do something, and everybody must do their lead part. I encourage all Garina go and all believers to do their part to share the message about the atrocities in San Juan, Honduras, where our people came, a lot of our people came from. With neighbor string the day. There's nothing we could do about that. That from there, most of it come from. My father is from Hopkins Village. I'm from Hopkins as well. If my father is from San Juan, I'm from San Juan. If my mother is from San Juan, I'm from San Juan. Just like if your father is from there, great grandfather, you are a Honduran as well. You are from San Juan. Man, the people are only evil, man. The government of Honduras is actively involved in genocide. The government of Honduras must answer to this. This can't go no longer. It cannot go an extra day. It gone too far. It did it in 1937 and they're doing it again. But now we have these devices to show what's happening in real time. You can say all the police trucks there, all the white Hilux policia here in San Juan. Half of where you know we one in San Juan. La duga bose hamalo hanugudi hamu Hawaii. Ready me. Daha talo waramo lita ama kaisi ama gredia kaisi ama garino. Lo waramo ha Hawaii luru da ye indura. Gaiti no dueño. Cuando que yenge yenge yabige narubuti San Juan. It hurt me. And Gaiti Nayano Garifuna home. Yete Nanigu Yete go Robert 91.7 Gwele. Awaha Hama. Awaha te Hama. Niduha Yete Nanigu Yete Wanigu Yete San Juan. Warama Mahama. Hobagi. Casey Abagay. Casey Abagay. San Juan, we are with you. We're always going to be with you no matter what. No matter what. We've seen it happen over and over and over again. And the government at this time needs to be held accountable. This is nothing to play with. They've been doing it and we're not going to stand any more longer watching our people suffer. Then I want a good feeling when tonight you could sit down, you go eat up, right? You go watch TV, you go up on a computer, go up on all of these gadgets there, and our people are right there. So they try to find a way where they will sleep tonight. Then I want a good feeling. And I want to eat, and I want to drink. And I hear they put all kind of things in the water system in San Juan too. Kawa. Missy tete mula to hang you. Missy tete. And then we still try to stock up on a big thing. They choir and pretend they like we. They choir and pretend that we are then a one. Honduras right next door. The government no good. The government there has to go. The government no good. We were team. And that's why again, that was the commotion this morning. The commotion was for protection. That's what it was for. And for we to raise awareness about the atrocities in San Juan, Tela, Turnabe, not too far away from us. I also want to thank the Honduran. The Honduran president needs to be arrested. War crime. Crime of humanity. Thank you very much, my friend. You got that right. What happened when you, and I'm throwing it back to our audience, right? So I get some feedback on this situation here. We don't want to wait until we hear that one of our very, very close relatives, because we have some people who travel to these places very often, right? Who communicate. I have a cousin there, and unfortunately, he does the same thing, and he's trying to do the same thing that we do here. We never plan it either, right? I have a cousin there, right? My first cousin's son that is sending these videos to me so I could share, so he could check the DYFA page out and see and witness some of these videos that is happening. We never, like I said, we never plan it. We're blood cousins that live in San Juan, and he explained to me what is happening, and we're building that relationship, and so now the feeling even get better. The feeling get like a sense of awareness now that we have to do something. We have to talk about it. We have to sensitize our people about what is going on. Riga, I believe that this is a quota capital, right? And this is a quota capital for many reasons. This is the hub. This is the where movement start, right? Negotiations, participation, demonstration, all that thing start in Riga. Because we position where we could move around freely. And if we could move around freely, Riga lesions, if we could move around freely, make we move around freely in defense of our people. If we could move, we could transport from here to Belize City freely to stand up for the rights of our people. We must do that because they can't do it right now. They don't got no vehicle right now. They bought up there. I don't know where. I think. Look, man. Zola Ramirez, good night. Thanks for joining us tonight. I went to San Juan, and the food was excellent. The people, man, are like, I could, you say, nothing like when you feel it, nothing like when you experience it, When you go to a place and somebody look just like you, or you find somebody you never look just like you find somebody that San Juan will behave just like you, where you could relate like you know this person long time, and not that like everybody there. That like that like that like I just like I used to live to feel like I used to live there, and I just come back and see my friends and my family. That feeling there, you feel at home in San Juan. They're not like when you travel to Melchor or travel to Chetumal, and then you have to try to figure a way out and see who speaks Spanish and who are thief you or who don't thief you. They're not like that. They're not like that. You feel at peace in San Juan. No, the government don't like to see that. So no, they don't like to see the connection where they happen. They use their force, right? They use the force and make it disrupt all of that relation, make it disrupt all the action, the full back action that the Garifuna people have with each other. You see? That's not an easy thing when middle of the night. No, you get sick and you have nowhere to go. You have no ride. You know, I mean, that are like I think people going crazy. A lot of our people, and that's another thing. We need some support, some kind of support to put our people mind at ease. People going crazy. That's a fact. People say the police they rape their sister or their own wife from today. Anything happen in Honduras. People going crazy now. People will lose their mind. And people will do anything to make it defend themselves because the government of Honduras is applying pressure on our people senselessly. Man, let's go to our viewers one more time and we have to so what's this one, right? Dale niga go diage lu ni diega. Gega na. Gega what? So we're going to Zola Ramirez, good night again. Wayne Casimiro, my brother, good night. All right, and the active tonight, Marine friend, very active tonight. Right, he said he's agreeing with me what I'm saying. And thank you, my brother. It means a lot because I have done my homework. I've done my research. Whenever you lose yourself, no, it's very dangerous. My people, things that happen wrong way, right? I just want to encourage our people again to pay a little more attention to what happened wrong way because things will change and things not change in a free direction. We program already to make we move in another direction the way this country want we go. But is it the way that our Garinago people wants to go? Is it the way that if for a bigger discussion to happen? It might look simple to you. You might say, "Oh, you don't worry about that. Be careful because you know might happen to you personally, but it will happen to your picnic. So be prepared for that. We want to be prepared so that these things doesn't repeat themselves. That's why we want to be prepared. We don't prepare for local. There's a lot of jealousy. Even the government is jealous of us, Garinago people. But we have our good old friends, Abliza people, our Creole people, our Mestizo people that are with us, and they're with us tonight as well. I gotta give kudos to those because it wasn't only Garifuna people out there today. We have other races of people that show us love, that shows very genuine people that, that was with us today. So we need to pay attention because there's a lot of plot happening right now. It's real. The church against us. It might sound stupid. The church against us. The politicians against us. Some traitors are amongst us. The education system against us. Why they have to force us to talk Spanish in school when we have our own language? Why is it that in the Mennonite community they speak their own, they have their own language, no? They have their own school, their own curriculum, have their own language. They're not forced enough to talk English then. Please, we could live in this country, a melting pot of different ethnicity. Someone that time for me to do that. That's where the government of Honduras, you know. They feel so comfortable and brave and nobody to watch. The time for me to go in at San Juan, and the time for me to kill out the Garinago people. They ain't kill. They bring all these big guns for what? They know they want to change it up to a land dispute. That's not no land dispute between families when they bring about 50 police trucks and about 200 armed police officers to settle a land dispute. That make any sense? If me and you have a land dispute, yes, you are called the police, but you know I call 200 police. You're not stupid. 200 police to come and evict 200 people. That's the way I take armed police as well. But they don't know we get enough people that stand up to that. Stand up to anything. Because remember, we weren't slaves. We rather die than be a slave. So, Garinago people, we are strong and proud. Let's continue to stand in what we believe in, and the rest of the country will lead as we've always been leaders in this country of ours, this jewel of ours, please. We have our other ethnicities standing in. I like that. I like that today. I like that today. The other people of this country were standing right next to the Garinago people in the city today. That was very commendable. I want to thank the counselor, right? Counselor Pollard, right? Let's go to this last comment, and then we're gonna call it a night. Say, hope we write to you and on this. Hope we write to you and on this. I don't really get where my friend is saying on that, but he's in support of the show, right? Hope we right. So even if we never stand up today, whatever the government of Honduras don't plan for do, they are doing. And I believe they have more plans of destruction. But because the world is seeing what Honduras will be the last place where this people know. You see the caravan of people that about 3, 4, 5 years ago, and then the US government just help their people and just separate children and separate families, and Honduras. Come on, Honduras. The government of Honduras, no. I have to deal with her. And share it to him too. Tell her that if I say so. To you, President of Honduras, tighten up. Because then it's not going to be nice for you. Trust me. We are in the country already, and you can't take me out of the country. We are indigenous people, and we have rights. The government of Honduras needs to go. This type of government cannot govern a country and govern its people by killing out its people and hurting its people. We cannot tolerate no government like that. That's why today, no? Why? I tell her, we need to do another one. But we need to do another one somewhere we have found. You know, we always got something planned ahead. The government of Honduras is directly towards the government now. Because they leave negotiation thing now at work. They don't plan what they want to do with we now. They expect me to sit back and, and laugh at them. This is a life and death, my people. That's true. UN, United Nations. We don't require to play. We don't got no time to play. This is a survival mode. Our ancestors already make a sacrifice for us to be free Palestine. We the par the tip of the spear, I believe. All our free people in other countries they take a lick. Now since we don't jump out of the barrel now, you believe the government of Honduras. I want to talk to the government of Honduras right now. You believe that we are turning our backs on our people? Why you got it back? I can turn on my 5 phone. Somebody tell me they got 5 phone, no iPhone 5 phone. So I'm using that word 5 phone just for this segment. Alright? And let me check one more. I said one more time, but you know, our people always come first. So we have to serve our people with dignity and pride. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Alright, Ndoyo, it was a pleasure to explain to our people and the world why the Garinago, the NGC today demonstrated in front of the Embassy of Honduras. That is right now, it's a very evil government. Very evil government. Now tell me in the past few days that the president of Honduras, now hear about this. All it takes is one phone call after police and make a move out of life. That is an evil government. I could tell that right now, tell her to face evil. But where you there, you pay for it now. Honduras. What do for we people now? I pay for it. We don't ease up on no. No easing up until we leave until San Juan is free. My message, our people message to the government of Honduras, leave us alone. Leave us to live. Leave us in our territories. Respect our human right and dignity to survive and to make a living in Honduras. Where we going? We don't tell a move, no? Tell a move. Leave us alone in peace. You don't want war, right? You don't want war. But if we go there, we go in there. That's something we could do. That is something we do real well. Ask the English about us in St. Vincent. Ask the French about us, Carnival people. Ask them about that. Ask them about the history of our war. So we already know. But we don't want to go there. But this time will be the last stand. This is the last stand against our people. So, our homework here in Belize is to stay vigilant, right? Share the life. Afar hamay, dumurele, afar hamay. They hey holok tigi bogard. Share it. It helps. It goes a long way. You never know who to watch it, and that's why we're on YouTube tonight as well. This is a life and death. And if we don't say nothing about it, then continue to do it. Do it. I sit well with us, but I can't do anything about it. We gotta keep the fire burning. San Juan is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. San Juan is where we're from. San Juan is where we're able to stream it. All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're sitting there and go, Sereme, Sereme, Sereme. How soon, how mananigu. How soon we get, how soon nanigu, how soon wamado utuwa utiki garda to buyonle. La hise wamahu. Ahe bandi isi ni tida wani. Daha lo waramu. Daha lo weagi da ala aba. Sago da wayano luabu. Aubu amor no ligetale. Ligetale wayano wabe. Dele hakaina ko hama wani yete indura. Giat wasani. Nadiga ito le eibuga handida. Habu wani yete ligi meme. All right. Again, my mentor, thank you for sharing this info and standing up for our peeps. Thank you very much. I mean, you really do help me out tonight in the show. Give us some little inspiration so that we can move forward in this mission to protect our people. All right. So, with that said, again, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta go. It's a pleasure sharing information as well. I think that we have done our part, and everybody could do their little part to make this world a better place, especially for our people. Let's pray for our people in San Juan. And for that wicked government to pray for that wicked government of Honduras right now. Don't tell me this thing happened for a few days and I don't know about it. That means they condone it. That means you got something really behind it. With that said, I gotta go. Quickly on. Yo. I just keep the life going so people know we are out. Ayo, no, ayo.